Hey, this is Danielle, and I'm just wanting to show you a really quick way to contact parents of students that speak another language besides English. That could be Spanish or Arabic. Also, you may have some option B students who you can't make contact with, and you may need to send a letter home. This is a really good way to do that very quickly. Or you may have some option A students whose parents are speak another language besides English. So I'm going to show you a really quick, very user-friendly way to do that. So first you need to go to transact.com, transact.com. When you get to the site, you'll go to log in and sign up. And then you'll be given these 4 different choices. This choice, Parent Notices by Transact on the far left, is a program that the State of Arkansas Department of Education has purchased for any Arkansas educators that you can use for free. So you'll go to log in. Now, I've already got my account set up, but what you'll do is you'll do new user, register for access. It takes literally like less than a minute to put in your school email address and such, and then you'll set up a password. So I'm going to sign in. So when you get here, there's lots of buttons and stuff, but I'm going to take you directly to what you're going to need. So up here under All Documents, you click the down arrow, then you click on Gen Ed Translation e-Library. Then you have all of these different choices. If you are a nurse or maybe someone in the office, you have health and medical, you have school office classroom, you also even have some free reduced meal stuff. And then also there's a special services one, but we're going to take you to the Transact Master for School, Office, and Classroom because that's typically where you're going to find all of the things that you need as a teacher. You'll have administration. There's all these things that the office can use. For example, safety, registration stuff, bully-free zone. You have attendance. Notice that maybe you've missed so many days, etc., documentation for absences. And then you have this classroom tab. There's also a discipline tab too, but we're going to live right here for right now in this classroom tab. One such way you can do this is you pick on whatever you need. There's field trip forms, internet, but we're going to try the parent-teacher conference letter to request one. When you get to what you choose, you're going to click Fill in and Print, and it's going to bring up for you the English letter, and it's already, look, it already has Russellville School District, all of that. So the teaching staff at, and I'm going to use the ESL office. You can put your school building. It tells we have a conference set up for you. This is the time. Written reports will be sent home with the student on, let's say, the 16th. Okay, we're just making this up right now. Student is Bob. You like that name? Haha. Today's the day we want to see him Wednesday. I'm just making it all up. Teacher name is Miss Stewart. Phone number 79. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you're going to fill all of this out. Whether you want it, what time you want the conference. Look, it has a choice for them. Please have an interpreter available, what language. And then we're going to say, okay, I'm done putting my information in. We're going to select languages and save. So you'll name it Bob's Meeting or whatever. And then you have all of these different languages to choose from. So let's say we want a letter for Bob in Arabic, but I'm also going to show you the Spanish, okay? There's all different kinds. Chinese, there's Lao, Marshallese, Tagalog, Spanish, there's all kinds. So you pick Save, and then it's going to actually come up with a PDF for you. So you're going to open that PDF. It's trying. And here's your letter. So here's the information you put in. Here's the date and time. Here's if they need an interpreter. But look, here's the Arabic letter. And also here's the Spanish letter. So it does it immediately. So that way you don't have to wait for a translation. You can actually do this yourself. And if it is an online student or an option B student, you can also, obviously you can print them and send them in the mail, but you can also download it as a PDF and then upload it to an email, however you want to do that. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple more options. To get back, you just go here, you click Gen Ed Translation Library to go back to your main list. Here are all of the different choices that you have. We are going to look at one more. Let's see, here is a welcome to our school letter for principals, or maybe you want to welcome them to your school. You go to fill in and print, remember. And here's what it'll have. It'll have Russellville School District, welcome to our school, welcome to Crawford or Oakland or Russellville High School. We hope that your child enjoys school, blah, blah, blah. Here's where you can put your school phone number in. Okay, and remember that you select languages. So we're just going to do Spanish this time. And we're going to put welcome letter. There's so many. You'll have to dig in here and see exactly which ones. But this is a great way to communicate with your parents. It's bringing up the PDF. There's the English, and here's the Spanish. So just remember that to get back to that main list, you go to All Documents, the Gen Ed Translation Library, and you can dig through all of these different types of letters that are already pre-made for you. There's also, for the attendance, remember, we might want to send something like, hey, I haven't seen you. Let's see what this one looks like. Documentation for absence. Maybe this is something you could send to your school, to your parents, where they can click why the student was absent. Anyway, remember it's transact.com, and just let me know if you have any questions.